And I'd like to bring to you today a small presentation about the tool that I use most often for both market research and keyword research, and that is, of course, Micro Niche Finder. And I'd like to get straight into the action and show you some tips and possibly give you some new direction as you use this software. And I'd like to start with first of all explaining that the tool has been recently updated and now includes not just what we would normally have, which is the phrase match search count, but also now the trends, that is per month. So if you just take the cursor and you take it over the month and touch it there we are. You can see October, which is last month. This has been recorded in November 2008. And commercial intent, and obviously the strength of competition, SOC, for that particular keyword. Now, what does all this really mean? Well, I typed in the word credit card there, which is a very general term, and it came up with this lovely list of keywords within a few seconds. What I like to do straight away when I have this keyword is just go to the search count. This gives me obviously the highest numbers in order, and a lot of people don't really understand about market research and the market value of a niche. This will give you a good idea here. This is probably one of the quickest, fastest tools in the world that does this, which will give you a market value. A lot of people don't talk about this. As somebody been offline and online in business for over 25 years, believe me, if you've got a dead market, there's no point in building websites or doing anything. If you've got a market that's got lots of money in, guess what? You'll have a return. So if you look here, you've got the word credit card, general term here, obviously the highest search count, and here look, ad cost. This is the Google AdWords ad cost. I think it's the maximum click. I could be wrong, it could be the average cost, but certainly it's a good indication. Here, $11.86, as this is set to google.com. Obviously, you can set this to google.co.uk if you're in the UK or anywhere else in the world. So you've got an ad cost. Look, $11.86. What's $11.86 times 550,000 per month? Well, roughly speaking, we know that's 5 million per month. $1 million, that is $5 million times 12. Obviously, you were looking at turnover there in value of 60 million per year. That gives you the market value. We know the credit card has got a lot of finance in it, of course, but imagine choosing, let's say, I always go to the root of it as well. If you're going to go get involved in, let's say, pets, okay, so I'm just going to use the word pet. And obviously it's going to do its searching for me. It might ask me to do another capture, which isn't a problem. By the way, these figures are coming from Google itself, since Google introduced the figures a few months back. I had to laugh when I read about the blogs from very large companies. I'm not going to say those names now, saying, oh, we are working on updating our software to give you the actual results from Google. Guess what? Micro Niche Finder had them. I reckon it was about a month, and I think they were it was the first software in the world to get those figures. It wasn't, I didn't read that in any big press release. It just happened, and this is how this software is supported. I'm in touch with one of the developers by email, and I always get an answer, usually within an hour, sometimes within the day. But it's absolutely brilliantly supported, and it's always being currently kept up to date. So look, pet search count. I'm using the word pet. That's what we use in Great Britain. You'd probably go to just dog, but this actually is a good one. Look, pet did it anyway. Cats, dogs. Look, 823 for dogs gives it a rough estimate there. can add the two together if you like. Puppies, dog supplies. There's still dogs and cats here. You're probably going to get down into some snakes and other bizarre creatures down there. But look, 823, you can add that up together. 1.6 million. Again, 77, 1.5. So that's 16, 1.6. You were looking at 1.6 million. Yeah, you're looking at $2 million a month minimum, just on these two. Obviously, you know, to get the true market value, you'd add these together, and I'll show you that in a second. So you're looking at 2 million. That's times obviously there's 10 months is 20 million. You can see my maths aren't very good, and you're over $20 million per year market value. Is that worth getting into? You bet. But I mean, bet nobody showed you that before. So you're looking at here, highest ad cost, $14.70 for that particular keyword. Look, 1-800 pet, 1-800 pet. And I'm guessing, I'm not sure about this, but I'm guessing that 1-800 pet is a company in America, and that they are probably got an affiliate program going. And if that's not the case anyway, they are certainly willing to pay that amount of cost to AdWords for that term, which means that there's money in it. Okay, it means they're making profit. So you know, having this ad cost in here is a valuable asset to finding out if you should be optimizing those keywords, as well as the low competition. And of course, the low competition, I can guarantee now with these small figures here, this is going to be a green light for go. SOC, strength of competition, 30, 150. By the way, if you click on the term itself, it comes up with strength of competition 30. In anchor count, you can click to retrieve that. 143, incredibly low. In title, that's the optimized in title, 167. And in the URL itself, optimized 1440, a lot more, but that means nothing really when you add the three together. And the algorithm, software algorithm that's been designed by the developers, obviously adds together that figure and comes up with 30 for that term. So you would go down this list here and you would click these. Very enjoyable. I don't know why it's so enjoyable. I think it's just when you just discover so many keywords out there that you could optimize, and you go down this list. I choose carefully here because Google will actually temporarily ban your IP address for, I think, up to 2 hours if you hit too many. And don't panic when the first time that happens to you. You think that maybe the FBI are going to come knocking or something. I don't know, but don't worry. That's a temporary ban. It happens to anybody that's really doing any work on the internet with tools like this. So I choose carefully. I would have looked here a little bit more there, but because of time, I'm just hitting the fuel up 0 on that one. 1,000 per month. Ostrom, Smith Pet Supplies. I mean, maybe with that term, they might have an affiliate program. It's a constant amount of searches per month as well, which if you look at this chart here, it's the same reading. And again, somebody's paying quite high for the ad cost, because I put it in the most expensive ad cost here, which means that there's money to be made in there, either by doing it via AdWords yourself, using some AdWords techniques you might have, or by optimizing it for free using your articles or blogs, etc., that you would optimize for these keyword terms here. So see, this is a very basic explanation of how I just judge a market value and how I judge the keyword terms in relation to ad cost, and then obviously then I'm getting my strength of competition here, and I would choose carefully my keywords based on that. What would I do from this? Well, I would gather these keywords together into groups, and those groups would be my titles, my H1 tags within my website pages, my optimized keywords for in-page and off-page optimized terms as well, and they would be grouped together, and believe me, you'd start seeing the traffic come in really quickly from that. I'm afraid time has run out. This is supposed to be a 10-minute video, and so there's so much more I would like to say about this fantastic tool that has made me quite a few $1,000s this year, but that's it for now. This is David Jewell, marketinginspirational.com, signing off.